It is time now for the Peter Channel Morning News on this Thursday morning, February 4th, 2016. Go! Good morning to you all on this lovely Thursday morning, February 4th, 2016. Here are your news and eyes here on this Thursday morning. Here, top story at 8 a.m. is a Zika outbreak is centered in Brazil's northeast despite a recession. The nation's plans to spend $257 million on mosquito control this year. City, London. WikiLeaks found a Julian Assange 3.5 years stay in the Ecuador embassy in London that amounts to unlawful detention of the United Nations panel examined his appeal will find it, the BBC reported. Geneva, a United Nations envoy halted his attempt to conduct Syrian peace talks on Wednesday after the army backed by Russian airstrikes invented against rebel forces north of Aleppo, choking opposition supply lines from Turkey to the city. Washington, President Obama is being pressed by some of his top national security aides to approve the use of American military power in Libya to open up an endeavor funded against the Islamic State. Aden, a suspected U.S. drone strike overnight, killed a top Islamic militant commander in southern Yemen and where Al-Qaeda is coming to combat operations at a $5 million U.S. Cairo, the body of Mr. Town Sudan was found in the signs of torture, including multiple stab wounds and cigarette burns about a Senate highway of outskirts of the Egyptian capital. An investigator prosecutor told the Associated Press. London, Turkey's prime minister says that some 10,000 Syrians who have fled Syria in an alleged Russian bombing of Aleppo are waiting at the Turkish border. London, Secretary of State John F. Kerry called on Russia Thursday to halt bombing areas of Syria where civil casualties are high and ensure humanitarian aid gets through. Berlin, an Algerian suspected trained Islamic State terrorists in Syria planning a violent attack in Germany has taken custody of a refugee shelter in North Rhine-Westphalia early Thursday as friends of police carried out. The Trans-Pacific Partnership had just been signed over to New Zealand so we can welcome the world's largest trade deal, except if we're honest about these things, it's not such a big deal, really. In Paris, French is about to get an official overhaul with spelling changes designed to simplify learning the language. Sanaa, Yemen, an airstrike in the urban province of Yemen by a Sunny-led coalition on a cement factory killed at least 50 people, Yemen state news agency said and reported. In Marion County, Florida, the Marion County Sheriff's Office is investigating a shooting at a gas station that left a sergeant injured. Northtown, Pennsylvania, and a sexual assault case against actor Bill Cosby moves forward. A key battle will be waged over explicit testimony he gave in his suspension more than a decade ago. Nearly a dozen tornadoes hit the south, but no deaths were reported. In Manitowoc, Wisconsin, a call reported the bomb threat to a Wisconsin County Sheriff's Office made apparent reference to Justice for Man in the Center of the Making of Murder documentary on 40 said Wednesday. Tallahassee, Florida. Florida Governor Wiggins declared a health emergency for countries after 9 people developed the mosquito-borne Zika virus. Fort Stewart, Georgia. Dozens of people have been displaced after a suspected tornado touched down in Fort Stewart in Georgia, causing widespread damage across the military base. During New Hampshire, Wall Street Monday became the divided issue of the Democratic town hall debate in New Hampshire. A look at local news. Mansfield, proposed MBTA commuter train schedule changes and fare hikes are getting the masses riled up again as about 150 people turned out Wednesday night at the Mansfield High School to form an air feedback on the proposal in performance line which includes stations at Alabama and Mansfield, and boy, they were not happy. As they weren't an angry bunch, as nearly 1/3 of those who had attended spoke on the station talking for more than 2 hours, with just about all opposed attended the changes. And have a form scheduled for 6:30 p.m. on Thursday in Norfolk Public Libraries for the Franklin line, which involves the stops in Norfolk and Franklin. In Norfolk, a 2-alarm fire swept throughout a home Wednesday night, sending 2 people inside the hospital. North Attleboro, the 5 candidates for 2 seats in the school committee debated athletic field improvements and advertisements on school property and transparency and more Wednesday evening. North Attleboro, collaboration and economic development were major themes of the court debate among candidates for the board of selectmen Wednesday night. Mansfield, Joseph Celeste would have been named the new director of the Mansfield Municipal Electric Department Town Manager Bill Wilson announced Wednesday. And after when the vote was in Tuesday, the city's Ward 1 poll in place have been moved again. London, a greater emphasis on wealth management failed to bolsters. Credit Suisse's results of the terrible markets as substantial changes structure its restructured led to a loss of billions of dollars in the fourth quarter. Bank of England policymaker Ian McCaffrey dropped his call for an interest rate will increase as officials cut their growth and inflation forecasts and signal borrowing costs will stay low. Rail Dutch Shell PLC, which is on a brink of the completed oil industry's largest sale in a decade, reported fourth quarter profit that match analyst estimates. Stoppage in Norway. Norwegian Energy Company Oil said on Thursday that it was going to spend it for a year in a position to portfolio for growth once the market recovers. Paris, French energy company, Total said it decided to break for a agreement for the delivery of liquefied natural gas to the Chinese market. Right against the stocks here, the Dow here is up 183.12 points to 6336.66. S&P 500 up 1912.53, and Nasdaq 4504.24. In spite of Wiggins' promotion committee says Mars to me, and this rate doesn't see much feasibility of the potential transmission to the red planet. Total soups and stews are already well-known dishes in China and other East Asian cuisines, but this new study shows that prehistoric men will lunch on eaten tortoise as well. Astronomers have found a portable disc surrounding young side with a rubber chili circular planetary building blocks that contains a skull, so called in the fact that the giant with the current planetary formulation models. Luxembourg and has planned to launch a space mounted industry kind of many feet from a small European country. It's difficult to test embryos from DNA and 3 people go to the report. Type 2 diabetic medicine patients get less exercise. Throughout the 2016 calendar year, the American Cancer Society expects that 1.68 million Americans will be diagnosed with forming cancer, second leading cause of death in the United States beyond heart disease. Every month, 3.3 million women in the United States risk having alcohol-exposed pregnancy. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention Center report Tuesday. Peter Challenger's time is out 8:06 on this third of all. And here's time for spot support here. Last night, the Boston Celtics defeated the Strapers 102-95, while the Wheat Lines women's basketball team lose to the Maps and Beavers 77-68. Tonight, the Boston Bruins will be out of Buffalo, taking on the Buffalo Sabres. Game time 7 o'clock. This Sunday, the Denver Broncos will face off against the Carolina Panthers in Super Bowl 50. When it comes to matchups, and all must feel like the game was custom made for such a monumental stage. Kirby Smart appears to be taking the Georgia in the right direction on the recruiting trail as the football programs in transition period of 2016 recruiting class will play an important role in establishing New York United suspended study chose happiness over more dollars. Of course, the lower offer was $35 million 3-year contract that kept him with the New York Mets. Angels suspend Dennis Rodman 20 games for the abuse of an official. Peter Challenger's time is now 8:07 on this Thursday morning. They started off a travel report here. Let's start it off in the Providence vicinity, where Route 95 and the southbound side, so protecting all you at the downtown Providence here, tuning after the 95 southbound for Route 610 connector in downtown Providence here, 95 and northbound side, so from East Bridgewater, Route 2 all the way out to Route 295 Wark, and then slow again from 37 to Wark all the way out to downtown Providence here, 195 to the westbound side, so from Seacock right into downtown Providence here, Route 60 eastbound side before 610 connector, 610 connector, so from Route 698 to downtown Providence here, 295 the northbound side is so from West Wark all the way out to Route 14 in Cranston here, Route 295 the southbound side, also after Route 6 in Johnston here, 146 on the southbound side, and then so from 146A all the way Route 99, the northbound side, so from 126 all the way to Route 122 the Lincoln Woonsocket area here, 295 on the northbound side, so from Route 1 to North Alabama, Route 95 in North Alabama here, 95 on the northbound side, so from 123 to Alabama all the way out to 295 in North Alabama, 195 on the southbound side, and so from 152 all the way up to 295 in the North Alabama stretch here. Route 4 to the northbound side, so from 43 in the East Greenwich all the way up to Route 95 in East Greenwich here. 24 to the northbound side, so from 140 in Berkeley all the way out to Route 44 to the Radom Taunton stretch, and then Hippick's get it from 485 in Bridgewater doing a couple of accidents on 495 northbound for Route 24 in Bridgewater all the way out to Route 106 in West Bridgewater, 24 to the southbound side. And so from Route 106 West Bridgewater, Route 104 West Bridgewater here, out in Connecticut here, move across Parkway, it's slow from Bridgewater all the way out to Sanford 95 on the northbound side, so from Greenwich all the way out at the Sanford due to the accident here on I-95 on the northbound side before 104 in Stamford here, 95 on the southbound side, is so from Bridgewater all the way out to Stamford here, 95 on the northbound side, also for the Stamford stretch, and then hit brakes again, 95 northbound from West Haven all the way to New Haven here. Route 15 on the northbound side, it is so from Bridgeport all the way out to Hampton, Connecticut here, Route 59 southbound side, it is also so to the next in Route 15 southbound side Hampton before Route 69, so expecting delays here. I-84 on the westbound side, a little slow for the Newtown stretch and a little slow for the Denver stretch on Route 7 here. I-84 on the eastbound side, it's slow for Route 7 and Route 8 in Waterbury, all the way at the 17 here. And in Hartford, I-84 on the eastbound side, it's slow from Farmington all the way to downtown Hartford here. I-91 on the northbound side, it's slow from Middletown all the way out there. Downtown Hartford, Route 9 in the northbound side, a little slow for the Middletown stretch. I-91 on the southbound side, so from Windsor all the way at the downtown Hartford. 291 on the westbound side, so from South Windsor all the way at the Windsor, doing an accident here on 291 on the westbound side here before Route 5 in Hartford, so expected delays here. In Springfield, I-91 on the northbound side, it did so from Route 57 to 291 here in Springfield here. 298 in the eastbound side, it did so from Auburn all the way to Route 9 in Worcester. 146 on the northbound side, slow before 290 in Worcester here. 495 on the northbound side, a little slow over the Hartford stretch here before Route 90 Mass Pike in Westport. Route 2 in the eastbound side, a little slow on Route 111 in Acton here. 95 on the northbound side, so for the Positive Street in Norwood all the way after Route 128 in Canton. Route 24 on the northbound side, it's slow for Beresford Boulevard in Avon all the way after Route 128 in Canton. Route 3 on the northbound side, so it's 220 in Rockland near the Braintree split. 128 at the both ends of the slow from 24 Canton all the way to the Braintree split. 128 at the northbound side, it's slow from Great Plains Avenue in Needham all the way up to Route 20 in Waltham. Here, Mass Pike on the eastbound side. It did so from Western all the way out to the Pruitt Tunnel. Mass Pike on the westbound side. So Logan Airport all the way at the Austin Bar Tolls here. Southeast Expressway to South northbound side. So the Braintree split all the way to Dorchester. Southeast Expressway to southbound side. So the Pike all the way at the Dorchester here. 93 at the northbound side. It's all from Mass Pike all the way at the Store Drive. Route 2 to the westbound side. It did so from Lexington all the way to Route 120. Route 2 to the eastbound side. So from Route 60 in Belmont all the way at the Fresh Parkway in Cambridge here. 93 to the southbound side. It did slow from Stoughton all the way to the Zankenberg. Route 1 to the southbound side. So slow from Route 16 in Revere all the way at the Route 93 in Charlestown. 120 to the southbound side is slow from Wakefield all the way up to Woburn here. And then break in from Route 3 in Burlington all the way up to Lexington and Waltham here. Route 1 to the southbound side is slow from the best. Route 128 all the way at the Saugus. 120 to the northbound side, slow from Route 95 in Peabody here. 93 to the southbound side, slow from 485 at the Lawrence all the way out to Route 128 in Reading here. Route 3 to the southbound side, slow from 495 Lawrence to Billerica. And Route 3 to the southbound side, a little slow from Route 128 in Burlington here. 485 on both ends, slow from 3 to Tewksbury Route 3 Lowell here. 485 to the southbound side, slow from 28 Lawrence all the way out to Route 93 here. Up in Vermont here, it is looking good in Vermont. Route 3 on the southbound side, and it is so from 101 to Bedford all the way out to Amherst, New Hampshire here. 101 in the eastbound side, get accident before Route 95 in Hampton, so expect a few delays here. Spotted turnback on the southbound side, a little sort of Durham stretch here. Up in Maine, the Maine turnback looking good from York to Augusta via Portland to 95, looking good from Portland to Augusta at 95, looking good from Augusta to Portland via Portland here. Okay, look at that MBTA alerts here. Okay, but a subway red line is missing. About a southbound delays to the disabled train at Porter Station here. Commuter rail, permanent train. 808 637 from Wickford Junction to Prada Dublin Station. Currently 15-20 minutes late due to a mechanical problem here. And on the ferries, they are looking good. Peter Cello News Time is now 8:14 here on this Thursday morning here. And it is time now for a weather report here. And we are under a winter storm. Watch the effect late tonight for early for Friday afternoon, as not sure whether service the top edition of Weather Storm Watch, which is effective from late tonight on Friday afternoon. Location portions without the southeast Massachusetts, including the city of Providence. Here, hazard type 7 snow. Snow accumulation of 4 to 6 inches will locally have as possible. Type of rain develops. Further that changes snow after midnight. Our period of heavy snow is expected late Thursday night and Friday morning with snowfall rates up to 1 inch per hour. West becomes snow covered in hazardous driving conditions late tonight and Friday. The Friday morning community will be affected. In addition, there will be a red snow and the accumulation of trees and power lines could result in isolated power outages. Here, coming there will be a sharp cut off in the precipitation amounts on the western fringe of the storm. As a result, if the storm tracks a bit further east, less snowfall expected. However, if it further west, this will result in heavy snow extending further west across southern New England, including Boston, Providence, which more rain over the Cape and the Islands. Winter storm watch is issued with the potential for 8 accumulation of 6 or more inches in 12-hour period or 8 or more inches in 24-hour period. Anyone traveling the next 24 to 36 hours should monitor later forecast and be prepared to notified. Travel plans should winter weather develop. Here. Day 1. Today tonight, winter storm watch, and day 2 for 7 Friday. Wednesday, winter storm watch ends. Closest storm with winter weather impacts may affect the region, but covenants and details and time it is low. Okay, 7-day forecast. It goes like this. Here. And looking at radar here, and it shows a line of rain showers from the up Massachusetts Bay stretching to the southeast of Massachusetts around Martha's Vineyard and down. Southern Rhode Island and little line of rain showers from Providence stretching down for east central Connecticut here and southeastern Connecticut, and a line of rain showers from Hudson, Mass down for Worcester, Mass, stretching down east of A4, east of Hartford and down for Newton and near Waterbury, Connecticut here. And a line of rain showers from Corbin, stretching in on the east of Long Island here. And also, we're seeing some spotty rain showers west of Portsmouth, up into Dorchester, Rochester, Suffolk, Maine, and west of Biddeford, Maine. And a little line of rain showers south of Renfrew, Maine, and a little line of rain showers around Waterville, Maine. Line of rain showers out of the mid-Maine coast there. And we're seeing slow sleet and rain showers south of Montpelier, and a little line of rain showers east of Burlington, Vermont. Stretching in the northeastern portions of Vermont, and rain, sleet, and snow showers from southern Quebec, stretching the eastern portions of Quebec to the northwestern portions of Maine. A little line of rain showers in the north central portions of Maine. Here. Okay, 7-day forecast. It goes like this. Here. Alright, 7-day forecast. It goes like this. Here. For today, yes. Chance of shower made before noon. Clouds skies about 55 degrees. Southwest about 5 to 7 miles on Kevin Light. Very well in the afternoon. Chance patient 50%. New for months less than 10 minutes possible. Tonight, rain likely before 2 a.m. Then snow. Low at 30 degrees. Snow for about 3 to 6 miles tonight. Chance patient 8%. New circulation 1 to 2 inches possible. Friday, snow before 10 a.m. High to 38 degrees. No for about 7 to 10 miles gust size. 21 miles tonight. Chance patient 8%. New circulation 2 to 4 inches possible. Friday night, clear skies about 20 degrees. No for about 5 miles after midnight. Wisconsin size 20 miles an hour. Saturday, most skies about 42 degrees. Southwest about 3 to 6 miles an hour. Saturday night, most skies about 28 degrees. Sunday, most skies about 43 degrees. Sunday night, most skies about 21 degrees. Monday, most skies about 34 degrees. Monday night, chance of snow after 8 p.m. Most skies about 25 degrees. Just patient 40%. Tuesday, chance of snow. Most skies about 38 about 22 degrees. Just patient 40% for Wednesday. Most skies about 38 degrees. Currently and not near it. Overcast at 57 and the humidity of 89%. And that is going to be it for the Peter Channel Morning News here on this Thursday morning, February 4th, 2016. I appreciate you have a good day with a good positive attitude here.